My child, stop. Do not scroll past this. I know your thumb was already moving, your mind already distracted, your heart already tired, but I am calling you right now. This is not random. This is not coincidence. I interrupted you because this moment matters more than you realize. There is an urgency in my voice because there is love behind this warning. If you leave now, you may miss what I am trying to protect you from and what I am trying to prepare you for. I see how fast everything is moving around you. I see the noise, the endless voices, the pressure to keep going even when your soul is exhausted. You've learned how to scroll past conviction, how to ignore the quiet nudges, how to delay obedience by saying later. But hear me clearly, my child. Later is not promised, and some warnings only come once. I am not here to frighten you. I am here to cover you. I stopped you because something has been forming beneath the surface. You sensed it. A tension you couldn't explain. A restlessness that didn't go away. A feeling that something isn't right, even though everything looks fine. That was me. I was trying to get your attention gently, but now I speak plainly because time matters. Love speaks clearly when protection is needed. This is why I ask you not to scroll. Not because of a video, not because of a channel, but because obedience in small moments creates safety in big ones. Staying right now is already an act of trust. If this message is reaching your heart, I want you to respond. Not later, not silently. Like this video as a sign that you're listening. Comment to anchor this moment so you don't forget it. Share this with 3 people, because what I am warning you about is not just for you. Hype this message and subscribe, because when you help spread my voice, you help shield others too. My child, I am not distant. I am not vague. I am not silent. I am close and I am intentional. I see paths you cannot see yet. I see doors opening and traps disguised as opportunities. I see exhaustion trying to convince you to settle. I see distraction trying to pull you away at the exact moment alignment is near. That is why I say again, do not scroll past this. If you feel a weight in your chest, that is not fear. That is awareness awakening. If your heart is beating faster, that is not anxiety. That is recognition. You are being called back into focus. You are being reminded that your life is not casual. Your choices are not small, and your obedience matters more than you know. Stay with me. Breathe. Listen. Let me speak without interruption. I am about to reveal what you need to hear, not to burden you, but to guard you. This warning is wrapped in love, sealed with purpose, and delivered personally to you. You are not here by accident. You are here because I wanted you here, right now, in this exact moment. My child, I see you. Not the version of you that smiles for others, not the one that keeps pushing through out of habit, but the real you, the one who feels tired in places no one notices. I see the weight you've been carrying quietly, the thoughts you don't say out loud, the prayers that felt unfinished because you didn't know how to put them into words. You have not been overlooked. You have not been misunderstood by me. I know this season has stretched you. There have been days when you questioned your strength and nights when your mind refused to rest. You wondered why things that used to feel clear now feel heavy, why your joy feels delayed, why your heart feels pulled in different directions. I saw you trying to stay faithful while feeling uncertain. I saw you choosing to keep going even when you felt empty. That ever did not go unnoticed. You may have felt like you were falling behind, like others were moving forward while you were stuck waiting. But hear me clearly, my child. You were never stuck. You were being shaped. Waiting was not punishment, it was preparation. Silence was not absence. It was intimacy. I was closer than you realized, even when you felt unsure of my nearness. I know there are moments you replay in your mind, moments you wish you had handled differently. You've questioned your decisions, your timing, even your worth. You've asked yourself if you missed something, if you waited too long, if you weren't enough. But I need you to know this now. I have never measured you by your worst moment. I have never defined you by your fear. I see your heart, and I call it mine. You didn't stumble into this message by chance. I drew you here because your heart was ready to be reminded, ready to be seen, ready to be reassured. I recognize the quiet faith you held onto when things didn't change right away. I recognize the tears you wiped away before anyone noticed. I recognize the strength it took just to get through days that felt heavier than they should have. My child, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are exactly where I can reach you, guide you, and protect you. I know what you're facing now, even the parts you don't fully understand yet. I know the decisions coming, the pressure building, the crossroads approaching. That is why I speak to you personally, because this is not a general message. This is for you. Let your shoulders relax for a moment. You don't have to hold everything together by yourself. You don't have to prove anything to me. I already know your heart. I already see your effort. I already recognize your desire to do what is right, even when it's hard. And because I see you so clearly, I will not leave you without guidance. Stay open. Stay listening. What comes next is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to steady you. I am with you, fully aware of where you are and where you are going. You are seen, my child, and being seen by me changes everything. My child, now hear me closely, because this is the truth I need you to understand. The danger you are facing is not loud. It is subtle. It is not chaos. It is comfort without my presence. It is distraction dressed as normal life. It is delay that feels harmless but slowly pulls you away from my voice. This is why I warned you not to scroll, not to rush, not to ignore the quiet stirring in your spirit. The greatest threats to your calling rarely announce themselves. You have been living in a world that rewards noise and speed, but I speak in stillness and timing. When you stay constantly distracted, you lose sensitivity. When you keep postponing obedience, your discernment weakens. I am not saying this to shame you. I am saying this to protect you. There are moments when hesitation opens doors you never intended to open, and seasons when scrolling past my nudge costs more than you realize. The enemy does not need you to reject me outright. He only needs you tired, busy, and unfocused. He works through numbness, through routine, through convincing you that this can wait. But my child, some warnings are not about punishment. They are about preservation. I warn because I see what you cannot yet see. I see paths that look harmless but lead you away from peace. I see opportunities that sparkle but drain your spirit. I see relationships, habits, and decisions that slowly dim your fire. This is the truth. When I speak and you listen, alignment follows. When you delay, confusion grows. I am calling you back to attentiveness, back to intimacy, back to hearing me without interference. Not because I want control, but because I want your protection. Obedience is not restriction. It is refuge. And now, my child, let me speak to your heart about something sacred. This message did not reach you alone. Just as I stopped you, there are others I am trying to reach, souls standing at their own crossroads, hearts growing weary without understanding why. I say to you now, what you freely receive, freely release. When you support the spreading of my word through super thanks, membership, or giving through PayPal, you are not funding content. You are sowing light into places you may never see. Like seed cast into good soil, your giving becomes harvest in another soul's life. I declare over you the truth I spoke long ago. When you sow generously, I open the windows of heaven and pour out what cannot be contained. This is not a suggestion. This is my invitation to partner with me. Act now. Obey now. The links are in the description, and the QR code stands before you. Step into this moment with me, and let your obedience become a river that reaches far beyond you. Now return your focus to me. The warning is clear, but it is filled with love. I am not exposing danger to frighten you. I am revealing truth to steady you. What you do with this awareness matters. What you choose next matters. Stay with me, my child. I am guiding you step by step, and I will not let you walk blindly when you choose to listen. My child, because I love you, I must speak to you with honesty and care. Correction is not rejection. It is proof that you matter too much to be left drifting. I do not correct to shame you. I correct to align you. What I am about to say is not to weigh you down, but to lift you back into the safety of my will. There are areas where you have grown comfortable when I called you to be attentive. You have allowed certain habits to remain simply because they felt familiar. You have tolerated patterns that drain you because confronting them felt inconvenient. You told yourself they were small, manageable, harmless. But I see the long road ahead, and I know where those small compromises lead if they remain unaddressed. You have also been leaning on your own understanding more than you realize. You asked me for guidance, yet you move ahead before listening fully. You prayed but rushed the answer. You sensed my nudge, but chose what felt easier in the moment. This is not said to accuse you. It is said to bring you back into alignment. Independence may feel strong, but dependence on me is where your true security lies. I correct you because I see what is at stake. There are conversations you have avoided, decisions you have delayed, boundaries you have softened. You knew something needed to change, but you waited for the perfect moment, the perfect feeling, the perfect clarity. My child, obedience rarely feels perfect before it is chosen. Clarity often comes after the step, not before it. Do not confuse my patience with permission. I am gentle, but I am not passive. When I place conviction in your heart, it is an invitation to grow, not a burden to resist. The discomfort you feel right now is not condemnation. It is alignment pulling you back into truth. I would not disturb your comfort unless there was something better ahead. I am asking you to release what you already know is pulling you away from me. Lay it down without excuses. Let go without negotiating. Stop justifying what I have already asked you to surrender. This is not about perfection. It is about direction. Even small course corrections now will spare you from greater pain later. Hear me clearly, my child. You are not failing. You are learning. You are not disqualified. You are being refined. I correct because I trust you with responsibility. I correct because I see your future and I refuse to let distraction, fear, or delay steal what I have prepared for you. Let my words settle in your spirit, not as pressure but as peace. Correction rooted in love brings freedom, not fear. I am not stepping back from you. I am stepping closer. I am guiding your steps so that what lies ahead does not catch you unprepared. Receive this correction with humility and confidence. You are safe with me. You are guided by me. And as you respond to my voice, you will feel the weight begin to lift. Stay open. Stay willing. I am leading you forward, and I will not abandon you in the process. My child, lift your head and listen to me. You are not as weak as you feel right now. What you are experiencing is not failure, it is fatigue. And fatigue does not define you. It only means you have been carrying more than you were meant to carry alone. I am here to restore what has been drained, to strengthen what feels fragile, and to remind you who you are in me. I know there were moments when you questioned your ability to keep going. Moments when you wondered if you had enough faith, enough patience, enough strength left to continue. You felt stretched thin, worn down by waiting, by trying, by hoping without seeing immediate results. But hear me clearly, my child. Your endurance has not been wasted. Every step you took while tired still mattered. Every prayer whispered through exhaustion still reached me. You may feel like you have been giving more than you've been receiving, like you've been pouring out without being refilled. But I have been watching closely. I have been sustaining you quietly, even when you didn't recognize it. The fact that you are still standing, still listening, still open, is evidence that my strength has been carrying you all along. I want you to know this. You are not behind because you slowed down. You are not disqualified because you needed rest. I never asked you to be relentless. I asked you to be reliant. When you felt like you were barely holding on, I was holding you. When your strength faded, mine did not. There is courage in you that you haven't acknowledged. Courage that showed up when you chose faith over fear, even quietly. Courage that stayed when quitting would have felt easier. Courage that kept your heart soft when disappointment tried to harden it. I placed that courage within you, and it has not disappeared. Let hope rise again, my child. Not the kind of hope that depends on circumstances, but the kind rooted in knowing I am with you. You are not walking blindly. You are not navigating this season alone. I am guiding you, strengthening you, and restoring clarity step by step. I know you've wondered if things will ever feel lighter, if joy will return without effort, if peace will come without struggle. I tell you now, this heaviness is not permanent. This season is not your conclusion. What feels like delay is actually reinforcement. I am building depth in you that will support what comes next. Take comfort in this truth. You do not need to have everything figured out to be secure. You only need to stay close to me. Let my words steady your breathing. Let my presence calm your thoughts. You do not have to rush ahead. You do not have to prove your strength. Rest in me, and strength will rise naturally. I am proud of you, my child. Not because you were perfect, but because you remained willing. Because you kept listening. Because you stayed open. And as you move forward from this moment, you will not do so drained. You will move forward renewed, supported, and strengthened by my unfailing love. My child, now let my promises settle deep within you, because what I speak is not uncertain, and what I declare does not change with circumstances. I do not offer reassurance without intention. I give promises because I intend to fulfill them. When I speak peace over you, it is not temporary. When I guide you, it is not halfway. When I protect you, it is complete. I promise you this, I will not lead you into confusion. If you listen to my voice and follow where I guide you, I will make your path clear, even when the next step feels small. You do not need to see the entire road ahead. You only need to trust the one who sees the end from the beginning. I go before you, and I stand behind you. You are surrounded, even when you feel unsure. I promise that your obedience will never be wasted. Every time you choose me over convenience, every time you trust me over fear, something shifts in the unseen. You may not always feel the impact immediately, but alignment always produces fruit. I am a faithful Father, I do not ask for surrender without providing covering. I promise to guard your heart when you give me access. When you release control, I release peace. When you lay down worry, I lift burdens you were never meant to carry. You are not responsible for outcomes. You are responsible for obedience. Outcomes belong to me. Rest in that truth. I promise that I am working even when it feels quiet. Silence does not mean inactivity. Some of my greatest works happen beneath the surface, where roots are growing stronger before fruit appears. What you cannot see yet is being prepared carefully, intentionally, and on time. My timing is never late, and it is never careless. I promise you wisdom when decisions approach. You will not be left guessing if you stay attentive. I will prompt you, redirect you, and steady you. My spirit will remind you when something is not right and confirm you when something aligns with my will. Trust that inner peace I give is not accidental. I promise restoration where you thought you lost ground. Nothing surrendered to me has been forever. What you laid down in obedience will return with greater purpose. I redeem time. I restore clarity. I renew joy. What felt like loss will become testimony. And hear this clearly, my child. I promise my presence will never leave you. Not when you are strong, not when you are tired, not when you are learning, and not when you are unsure. I am constant. I am faithful. I am near. You do not walk into tomorrow alone. Let these promises anchor you. Let them quiet the noise of doubt and silence the fear of the unknown. You are not guessing your way forward. You are being guided. You are not vulnerable. You are covered. You are not forgotten. You are deeply known. Trust me. Trust my timing. Trust my heart toward you. I have not brought you this far to leave you. What lies ahead is held securely in my hands, and as long as you stay close to me, you will walk in assurance, peace, and confidence. My child, now is the moment to respond. Not with fear, not with hesitation, but with trust. Everything I have spoken to you has been leading here. Truth invites action. Love calls for a response. What you do with this moment matters, because obedience activates what I have already prepared. I am not asking you to change everything at once. I am asking you to choose me intentionally right now. Pause where you are. Let your heart quiet. Let your spirit come into agreement with mine. This is the space where faith moves from understanding into alignment. Do not rush past it. There is something I have been placing on your heart again and again. A step you sensed. A decision you delayed. A surrender you negotiated. I am asking you to bring that before me now, honestly and without excuses. Speak it to me. Lay it down. What you release in trust, I will handle with care. Prayer does not need perfect words. Faith does not require loud declarations. It requires willingness. Right now, choose to say yes in your heart. Yes to listening. Yes to obedience. Yes to trusting me even when the next step feels uncomfortable. That quiet yes shifts more than you realize. I am also calling you to act with intention after this moment. Faith that stays internal will always feel incomplete. When I prompt you to forgive, forgive. When I ask you to step back, step back. When I invite you to move forward without delay. Obedience sharpens your discernment and strengthens your peace. My child, do not underestimate the power of a single obedient response. Small steps taken with me create momentum. One prayer changes direction. One choice opens clarity. One act of trust invites my covering in new ways. You are not waiting for the right time. The right time is now. If fear tries to speak, Remember this. Fear is not your guide. I am. You do not need to feel ready to obey. Readiness often follows obedience. Step forward with me, and I will meet you there with strength, clarity, and peace. Let your heart commit to staying attentive. Choose to listen beyond this moment. Choose to remain sensitive to my voice. I will continue to guide you, but your willingness keeps the path clear. You are not alone in this activation. I am walking with you, step by step. Breathe deeply. Let go of pressure. This is not about striving, it is about trusting. You do not need to perform. You only need to respond. As you do, you will feel alignment settle in your spirit. The heaviness will ease. The noise will quiet. The next step will become clearer. And I'll move forward with confidence, my child. What you have heard was not accidental. What you are responding to is not uncertain. You are stepping into alignment, and I am with you as you take this step of faith. My child, let everything you have heard now settle gently within you. This warning was never meant to alarm you, only to align you. I spoke because I love you, because I see ahead, and because I desire peace to guard your heart and clarity to guide your steps. Nothing you encountered in this moment was accidental. You were drawn here on purpose, and responding has already shifted something in the unseen. You are not leaving this message the same way you entered it. Awareness has replaced confusion. Calm has begun to replace pressure. You are no longer rushing blindly. You are moving forward with me. Hold on to that. Let it remind you that when you pause for my voice, you are never delayed. You are protected. I want you to walk away from this moment knowing this truth. You are covered. You are guided. You are deeply loved. Whatever waits ahead of you does not catch me by surprise. I am already there. And as long as you continue to listen, to trust, and to respond, you will walk with steadiness instead of fear. Now, my child, I speak peace over your mind, peace over your decisions, peace over your future. Let go of the need to control what comes next. I'm holding it. Rest in that assurance. Carry this awareness with you, not as a burden, but as a gift. And before you go, hear me once more. This message is not meant to stop with you. There are others scrolling, distracted, weary, and unaware that I am trying to reach them too. This is where I invite you to partner with me. When you support this mission through Super Thanks, membership, or giving through PayPal, you are helping my voice reach hearts standing where you once stood. I tell you now, those who water others will themselves be refreshed. Your giving is seed. Your obedience is fire. Your action releases light into dark places. This is not a suggestion. It is a divine moment of response. The PayPal links are in the description and shown as a QR code. Act now, and let your obedience echo into lives you may never meet. As we close, I ask you to seal this moment. Like this video as a declaration that you received what I spoke. Comment as a testimony that you listened. Share this with 3 people who need this warning and this peace. Hype this message so it reaches who it is meant to reach. And subscribe, so you stay connected to what I will continue to speak. Go now with calm confidence. You are not alone. You are not unsure. You are not unprotected. I am with you, guiding you forward. Walk in peace. My child, I will meet you in the next step.